This portion of the news is brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community.
Improving the health of Americans and the U.S. healthcare system in general has been a large focus for Medicare in recent years. With so many different efforts being undertaken, what exactly are the benefits? A new study examined key outcomes among the Medicare population over the last 15 years.
This health tip is brought to you by
Desert View Hospital and Mountain Valley Physicians Group. Don't put your health on hold. We have time for you. Call us to schedule your appointment. 775-751-7100.
I'm very impressed by the service at the hospital.
Everyone was thinking hard about how to help you. We're experiencing an unprecedented improvement in the experience of people in the Medicare program.
Dr. Harlan Krumholtz from the Yale University School of Medicine and co-authors reviewed the records of nearly 70 million Medicare beneficiaries during a 15-year period from 1999 through 2013.
It's really important to keep tabs on what we're achieving in healthcare. We spend a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of resources trying to make things better.
The researchers first looked at improvements in both the Medicare Advantage and fee-for-service programs combined.
The chance of dying each year has gone down. Almost a 20% reduction in the mortality rate on an annual basis.
Then they took a closer look at the fee-for-service group, representing about 75% of the overall Medicare population.
We saw for every 100,000 people in Medicare, about 10,000 fewer hospitalizations. That translates into millions of people not hospitalized in 2013 who would have been hospitalized had those rates not declined.
Other patient outcomes were also better.
The chance of dying after being hospitalized among Medicare beneficiaries dropped dramatically during this period. Many more people were spending many fewer days in the hospital in the last 6 months of their life when you consider in-hospital costs. And at the end of life, there were also fewer dollars being spent.
These improvements were seen across the nation in all populations by age, gender, and race.
We just have to continue this trend so the next time we look, we're that much better than we are today.
Catherine Dolph, The JAMA Report.
Overall spending of Medicare patients in the hospital also declined over the study period. James Holmes could still face the death penalty after a jury unanimously agreed today that aggravating factors outweigh the mitigating factors for all of the murder charges for which he was convicted. That means that a third and final phase of sentencing will happen to determine whether he gets sentenced to death or life in prison without the possibility of parole. Holmes killed 12 people and injured 70 in a Colorado movie theater in 2012. He was convicted of 24 counts of murder in the first degree, 2 for each victim in July. Jurors began deliberating Thursday on the second phase of how to proceed with sentencing. Phase 3 is expected to start tomorrow. Nye Communities Coalition gives an update on the Holiday Inn Express and other possible job opportunities.
It's going really good. They've completed all of their new hires, and they're set to open in September.
So how many people do you think total got hired?
About 20.
Wow. There will be some turnover, so people will be able to apply once they're open if they do have turnovers for positions there. But I know that Nye Communities Coalition had a lot to do with the hiring process.
Right. We helped. We accepted all the applications, did all of the pre-screening, forwarded all of the applications on to the general manager, and she conducted interviews at our location also.
You have job openings all the time there, don't you, at Nye Communities Coalition? Not for the facility itself, which I'm sure you occasionally do, but you work on behalf of other companies.
That's right. I think there's 101 jobs posted on our board today.
Right now. So if people are interested in jobs, how do they do that?
They should just come on down to the coalition. We have the job board posted in our resource room, and we're at 1020 East Wilson Road. We also have a job board at the library. So,
is there any requirements?
Depends on the job. Some jobs and the requirements will be listed on the job postings. You can also access the job board online
if you are a company and you're looking for employees, it's a great place to go to find out about some applicants that might have some good qualifications, because you kind of have a bank already with people who are looking for jobs, right?
Right, yep. If anybody's looking for employees, just contact me, and I can do some matching and find people who've applied for similar jobs, or we'll just post your job and see what we can get.
When's the next job fair coming up?
It'll be in September.
All right, and you'll keep us posted on that, too?
I will.
And for more information, what's the number to call?
727-9970.
The Nye County Sheriff's Office wants to remind everyone that school begins next Monday, August 10th, for all Nye County School District students. Deputies will be out enforcing the traffic laws in the school zone at a zero tolerance. However, the Nye County Sheriff's Office would prefer that no one is issued a citation. They're expensive, and their goal is to keep the children safe. Please drive safely and obey all traffic laws. Together, we can make sure our children have a safe and successful school year. Sally Kerr from the Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce talks about next month's Fall Festival and Parade.
Of course, we want businesses, and not businesses, even local individuals could enter the parade. But we're excited this year to try and really break a new record for entries. We're looking for every kind of entry there can be, from horses to floats, anything that would get your business out there. Of course, your station also records that, so there's lots of promotion activity going on with that parade, and it's going to be a great event this year. So we want people to get their parade entries in.
There's an entry fee, but also, what's the theme?
The theme is good old days.
So what does that mean? Just your own interpretation of that, right?
Your own interpretation of that. So that's going to be really interesting, because some of us think that's the 20s, some of us think it's the 1890s, and some of us think it's the 70s.
That's right. And everybody needs to be decorated, right? Everything that's entered. So you can't just drive your car through. You have to actually have a decoration.
You do have to have a decoration. Yeah, you'll have to have a decoration, but those are easy to accomplish. And we really want, as many entries as we can. We really want to show and build community pride with the parade. The more people that are entered, the more fun it is for everybody.
What's the entry fee?
I believe it's $35 for a judged and $25 for a non-judged. I should have looked that up, but again, those are on the entry forms.
How can people find out more?
The website has the parade entry forms on it, and then that is www.parumpchamber.com, and they can call the office and we can get it to them, email them.
What's the number?
727-5800.
Is there a deadline?
The deadline for the parade is probably near the parade time. So, like, if we get those toward the end of September, we can find them a place in line.
When is Fall Festival?
Fall Festival is September 24th through the 27th.
Thanks so much, Sally. Seeing that footage of the parade reminds me that we're going to miss Butch Andre Harper this Fall Festival parade, because every year in the past he was always the one driving the KPVM news vehicle there. And as you may know, he passed away in February. Well, when we return, we're going to talk about sports. Welcome back to News 46. Let's join Courtney Salmon with Weekend Sports.
Weekend Sports is brought to you by Wolfenstein Construction. Last week, the Pahrump Valley Junior Golf Association had another tournament at Lakeview Golf Course, and here are the results. For the 8-year-old boys and girls, Kelson Smith shot a 41, Antonio Velos a 45, and Shada 3 stars a 50. For the 9 to 11 age group, Joey Mule shot a 44, Jake Rhodes a 47, Stuart Slagowski a 48, and Tony Smith and Caden Briscoe both shot a 50. For the 12 to 14 age group, Colby Lindbergh shot a 76 and John Taylor an 80. And ages 15 to 18, Brianne Nygaard shot an 89 and Derek Moore shot a 67. The mixed martial arts world was buzzing this last week with the Ronda Rousey-Beth Correa fight. The Brazilian fighter Correa spent a lot of time talking trash to the UFC bantamweight champion Ronda Rousey, making remarks about suicide, antagonizing Rousey because she lost her father to suicide when she was only 8 years old. She then made remarks about Rousey herself being mentally unstable and suicidal. Finally, at weigh-ins, Correa started yelling and screaming in Rousey's face, telling her not to cry. Correa said she would knock Rousey out because Rousey did not have the hands to fight her. Rousey has won her fights by submission. Well, Saturday night, Rousey proved her very wrong. In just 34 seconds, Rousey, standing up, knocked Correa out cold, which means Rousey has won the last 3 fights in a total of 64 seconds. Yes, a combined total of 64 seconds in the ring has given her 3 victories. At the end of the fight, what did Rousey have to say to Correa? Don't cry. Rousey is still undefeated, still the bantamweight champion, and there is no question about her hands now. Female professional golfer Inbee Park won her 7th major this weekend. Park won the British Open at 12 under par. She joined a group of elite golfers who have won at least 4 different majors, including Pat Bradley, Mickey Wright, Julie Inkster, Louise Suggs, Annika Sorenstam, and Carrie Webb. It is official, we do not have to go another weekend without football. This Saturday is the 2015 Hall of Fame enshrinement ceremony in Canton, Ohio. The class of 2015 includes Jerome Bettis, Junior Seau, Tim Brown, Charles Haley, Bill Polian, Will Shield, Mick Tingelhoff, and Ron Wolf. Then on Sunday, there's the Hall of Fame game featuring the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Minnesota Vikings. Preseason football officially begins. This has been Week in Sports. I'm Courtney Stallman with News 46.
Courtney, a local rodeo cowboy talks about getting back in the circuit. We introduce you to Christopher Gene Rich.
I actually started doing rodeo when I was younger, and then I joined the military in 2001. And I started when I got medically retired. In 2013, I started to ride again professionally, so I just started back in April of this year, matter of fact.
How's that going?
I absolutely love it. You know, I've got to compete in 2. Season ain't doing so good so far, but I'm just getting back into it. So.
Where are you going to next?
I'm on my way to Steamboat Springs, Colorado. I leave Friday and I ride Saturday the 1st up there, and pictures and videos we post on my fan page. Yeah. So, and then I got 2 in Utah coming up.
Are you a local?
Yes, I am. The draw of my life, minus the 12 years in the military.
So we're going to see you for Fall Festival at the rodeo there?
I'm definitely hoping so, yes.
How can we keep track of you? You have a number?
I do, 775-283-8127.
A number on the jersey or a number?
What's that? Oh, no, I don't get any. Every bat number is different when they give you each rodeo, so I never know what it's going to be.
So tell me kind of what your specialties are with rodeo. Like what do you normally ride?
I do saddle bronc, actually. Yeah. And it's bucking horses, and got over in 8 seconds, help you do the best. So. You
guys are notorious for being injured.
Oh, yeah. Thank gosh, I've not been injured yet. Yeah. So I keep knocking on wood and praying to God they don't get injured if I go on, so.
Give me some of the stats of yours.
When I was younger, I got all-around cowboy. This season so far, I have not been able to even score yet, but I'm working on it. I've been training, so this will bring some wins home to Prump again. So.
Wonderful. Do you have a page where we can keep track of you?
I sure do. If you go to Facebook and you search Chris the Crazy Cowboy Rich, you'll find my fan page.
All right, and then we can keep track of what you're doing and what's going on there. And, of course, can't miss seeing you there at the Fall Festival. Will you be there Friday and Saturday?
I'm definitely hoping so. I know right now I don't think the PRC is doing any rodeos out here anymore, but they will have a locals road and I will enter it, so.
And we wish him luck in his future. The Nevada Division of Forestry encourages owners of unmanned aircraft systems, also known as drones, to keep them on the ground during a fire and let firefighters and aircraft work to stop fires as quickly and safely as possible. Due to recent incidents in which drones have interfered with manned aircraft involving wildland firefighting operations, Nevada Division of Forestry wants drone operators to understand that flying drones interferes with the protection of lives, property, and Nevada's natural resources. If a drone flies, the firefighting aircraft can't because of possible collisions. If a person who is flying a drone endangers manned aircraft or people on the ground with unmanned aircraft, they could be liable for a fine ranging from $1,000 to a maximum of $25,000. If persons are injured, a drone operator could also face jail time. When we return, we'll have your weather with Noah Beacon.